It's 22nd of August 2010, and I'm looking at the photo of Brian Appleyard as he saddles up in cowboy country. It's Bernie Goldbach in the back garden of Cashel County, Tipperary, Ireland. Having a quick look. Sunday papers. Sunday Times, Sunday Tribune, Sunday Business Post. In the Sunday Times, Fianna Fáil, leading government party, asked for Anglo to be put on a timeline. Now, if you're following Irish politics, you'll know that to save the banks, they had to take the bad bank, the Anglo-Irish Bank, and give it a Quango status, hiring somebody that maintains good books and bad books. The problem is, you also got this thing, the National Asset Management Agency, that's doing kind of the same thing, and there are a lot of people, including John McGuinness, Carlo Kilkenny, TD, who is not in the favor of either the Bryans, either Brian Lenihan or Brian Cowan. His point of view is give it a wrap update, maybe 8 or 10 years in the future, and just get rid of it. Anglo caused part of the Martha meltdown. Anglo has to be wound down. The battle begins to keep the net access free for all. I filed this story written by Dominic Rush in New York under the category of innovation because net neutrality, the principle that all information is created equal online, is important to make sure that innovative things happen on the internet. Good story about it. I did a mini rant over on Mitch Joel's blog, 6 Pixels of Separation, and on audioboo.fm stroke top gold. Today, talking about my costs of net neutrality. James Ashton saying there's the power of the app that's at your fingertips. Really innovative. Want to see something that's innovation? Check out what mostylisa.com, Lisa Bettany's done. Christ, her iPhone app. I think she sold more than 150,000 copies of it. First month. The App Store gives people an instant world market, and the research says that global app downloads are going to rise from 2.6 billion in 2009 to more than 25 billion in 2015 by Juniper. Juniper says that revenue goes from less than $10 billion to $32 billion in the same period. Lots of money to be made there if you're app happy. Teaching some of it there at Tipperary Institute. They're on Facebook too. Check it out. Just type TipInst, all one word, in your web browser. You'll get all these programs worth looking at. Damien Kyberd runs a column called Irish Outlook. His headline, Piling Up Taxes Ends Up in a Rubbish System. And he takes a look at incineration. In Ireland, incineration is only 3% of the total waste. The European average is 24%, according to details from the National Competitiveness Council. I'm paying a lot more tax on stuff. Consumer prices have risen 22% since 2002 to 2010, while between 2002 and 2009. But the same period, electricity went up 67%, gas rose 120%, waste disposal 158%, water charges 104%. If you're a small business and you put that all into the mix, what that means is to stay competitive, you got to shed staff. That's really no way to run a company or a country. Front page story, same old thing. Ivor Callaway. Ken Fox given from front page coverage. It's an ethics problem. Same old news. Callaway just takes the piss, takes the mick, takes liberties with the way business can be done. I think it's an ethical problem. He lives in Dublin, and he gets €87,000 to travel to work. That's 3 miles from work. How in the hell? I mean, I live, 12 miles from work. Can I get paid to go to work? No. What the hell's the government doing? Get rid of this shit. Google hits out at Facebook. Jerome Taylor reports. Eric Schmidt says, hey, society has a good look on what you're doing. Maybe you ought to hide stuff. Let me tell you what. You have stuff in your browser cookies if you browse. And if you're doing browsing the way that a lot of people do now, they just type where they want to go, what they want to find out in the URL bar of the browser. They're revealing actually more of their browsing habits than ever before. Eric runs Google. You got to listen to him if you're concerned about what kind of footprints you're leaving behind. Una Mullally says, radio, average age of youth DJs is 45. And then she goes down, given the listing, and then says, frickin' Tuberty, Ryan Tuberty, is a prolific user of Twitter. Look, he's got whatever, 1,890 tweets. Prolific in most dictionaries means producing many works. Una, check out your dictionary. I mean, what a gratuitous use of the term. That's Tuberty, a Twitter head. Right. He's just using it to build the brand. He's not conversing. Rethinking the Route to a Smart Economy. It's an innovative way of looking at what the smart economy is. It's an editorial written by the Sunday Tribune. And what their points are: give more support to math teachers. Upgrade lab facilities in all secondary schools as part of the Capital program. And get a full science syllabus at primary level. You know what? If you went down through the ESAT BT, the BT Young Scientist exhibition in the RDS, it's an event held every January, you'd find out that kids that are doing well probably started in primary school doing well. Front page story, Sunday Business Post, deals with 20 must-have iPad apps. I'm not even going to show you what Adrian says. It's Adrian Weckler. Because he never mentions even Flipboard. Flipboard is like, to me, I'd say it's a must-have app, and yet he doesn't even deal with it. I'm not sure what happened there. Irish hotels are charging customers up to €20 a day for Wi-Fi. Yeah, not a big story. Rewarm news for August. But anyway, check free Wi-Fi out on Google, free Wi-Fi Dublin. You'll end up at a really accurate place, url.ie/793z. It's boards.ie's discussion. I pull it out as a marketing point of view. FreeFi is a nick on Twitter. You can follow where you can go to get free Wi-Fi. FreeFi. Hotels that think that it's not a competitive factor or a way to win business. Man, hey, listen, lads, if you're watching this right now, you're listening to me on Audioboo, and you stay at a place that offers free Wi-Fi, why not blog it? Put it on Foursquare. Tag it as free Wi-Fi. Hey, Tommy Collison, that goes for you. You're shown here at work, I think, in the Sunday Business Post. He writes about the cost of staying online as a student in Ireland. And he also wrote about where to get free Wi-Fi. Do you know what? I think the board stuff is better. Event Elephant is aiming to be a major deal for organizers. There's Eamon O'Brien. We're becoming very popular, he says. Yeah, you know, I used that Event Elephant just last week. Booked myself into a Clonmel Chamber event. That was worthwhile. Right. Oh my goodness. Making friends, is he? Among the pop culture. He's leading the fight to Internet's free music culture. And McKinney says he's going to lose that one. Yeah, right. Innovation, Paul. Paul? You got your pension sorted already. The concept of piracy and stealing music. I mean, you steal physical property. Let's get that straight. Piracy is merely a symptom of what's happening. Music has changed. The way, the way the thrills want you to consume music, listen to it and then buying their CD. Changed, lads. It's changed. The complete changing of the guards. Major music labels are going to have to give it up. Don't give up your AR, though. It's reality with the digital knobs on. Mark Harris reports about Wicked Drive. I love it. It runs on the HTC Desire. It's clearly a major leap in technology. Other cool things, technologically speaking, the Nokia N8, iPhone 4, HTC Desire. Desire is the Android phone you probably want to use if you need the horsepower to run something like an AR, active satellite map stuff. Inside the pink pages, at 9th level, Ireland would be interested in Mike Southern. He's saying, if you're going to have fees you have to pay back over loans, then why not let a student who starts his own business and has it running 5 years later have no requirement to pay back third-level fees? Good idea. O'Mahony blog, Paul O'Mahony pointed this one out. It's in the entrepreneur section of the small pages in the Financial Times this weekend. Jonathan Moles writes a story about eBay. The number of 1 million sterling plus turnover companies trading on the online marketplace is going to double this year. Right it is. That's 66 businesses that turned over more than $1 million last year, $1 million sterling. And eBay expects a total to rise to 127 1 million sterling plus companies by the end of 2010. An increase of turnover of 600,000 sterling per business. Man, eBay. I'm dressing up for dinner. Richard Corrigan's pointing out. He pointed out in a previous article, this is Agenda Magazine, Sunday Business Post, that the best black pudding in the world is at Inch House. That's where I'm eating. Tip long table is what you ought to use on Google to find it. Find me over on www.insightView.ie, on Twitter at TopGold, on audioboo.fm/TopGold as well. Here in County Tipperary, Ireland, I'll give you a quick pan of my back garden. You can see it on flickr.com/Irish Eyes. Red paint to do, more planting, and more tomatoes to harvest. Thanks for listening. Enjoy the rest of your August. Bye for now.